Welcome to Beyond Business by negoSHEnte, where we talk about negosyo, buhay, and everything in between. That includes, syempre, ang career path, dreams, and relationships, and priorities. Speaking of priorities, Ryan, at this point in your life, ano ang mga priorities mo?
Of course, priorities for me, family. Actually, for me personally, I am someone who really invests in relationships. It's huge for me. Work, because work provides for family.
That's one of your priorities, ang
Yes,
work, syempre.
yes.
Dahil nga naman, kapag work, walang sweldo, walang
Walang
kita.
kita.
Kapag walang kita, walang ipapakain sa pamilya.
At mag-aaway kayo ng asawa mo.
So, bottom line pa rin, family.
Yeah, so
Diba?
diba? Hindi lang naman siya for the comfort diba?
Oo.
It really does a lot of things.
Saka pwedeng sabihin na, that's so cliche.
Yes,
Diba?
yes.
Family. Pero
Yeah.
bottom line, family pa rin. Because
Yeah.
kahit na sabihin mong priority ang work mo,
Yeah.
priority ang negosyo mo, dahil gusto mong to provide for your family.
Yes, and
So, family pa
and
rin,
you know what?
bottom
Like,
line.
for me personally, I think work comes and goes.
Yeah.
No, so sometimes you're busy, sometimes you're not. But at the end of the day, like work cannot fill you up like how family does, and of course your relationships, and of course your relationship with God.
Yeah.
So, what about you?
Priority as of now, dahil syempre anak, malaki na, adult na siya. So, somehow, hindi na siya siguro yung priority ko.
Ouch, no? Nakikinig siya
No,
ngayon.
because he's, di ba, kaya na niya ang
Yeah,
sarili
yeah,
niya. Unlike before, when he was still young, he was
Yeah.
small. So, siya talagang priority ko.
Ilang taon na ba yung anak niya?
He's turning 30. He's 29.
29. Oh,
Old
30.
na,
Oo nga,
right?
ano na,
Old
may sarili na siyang buhay.
Exactly.
Yeah.
May sarili na siyang decisions.
Yeah.
At saka, nako, pagagalitan lang niya ako kapag pinakikialaman ko siya.
Yeah.
So, no yon. And then, of course, the business. Dahil syempre maraming umaasa.
Yeah.
I have thousands of employees.
Yeah, I want to know nga,
umaasa.
like how big is the business right now?
We're managing thousands of employees nationwide. So we've been operating for the past 32 years and we're operating nationwide. So maraming inaalagaan din. And not only mga employees, even mga families of our employees. So ito yung mga taong umaasa sa'yo. So dapat yung priority mo, taking good care of the business, should be nasa unahan.
And I like how you see them as families now.
Yeah.
Not just like a single employee. Like you really
No.
consider it as you are part of that family already and you take care of that family.
And one thing that we established na culture dito sa company is the familial culture, meaning everyone is a family. Ganon.
I'm curious, actually that's a controversial thing. No? Some people are parang averse to like companies calling each other family. Parang ayaw nila, parang ginagamit lang daw yung family tayo dito sa office.
Pero in reality,
to ask
hindi.
them to be able to do more.
No, not necessarily. Not really.
Okay.
Dahil when you say family, dapat iisa yung direction din ninyo.
So that's what it means.
So there's a goal
Yeah.
na kailangan, isang direction lang.
Yeah.
Di ba?
So that's what that family means.
And then
naman.
we care for each other.
Right.
We pray for each other.
Right.
We pray with each other.
Right.
So that's family.
Right. Kasi I think the negative connotation became like parang emotional blackmail siya. Na parang, oy, family tayo. So, kailangan gawin mo to, kailangan mag-exert ka ng extra effort dito. Yeah.
Hindi dapat. Kasi yung sincerity mo, totoo ba yun or hindi, lalabas at lalabas na.
Yeah. So, yun nga. So, sa iba, parang lumalabas pag hindi sincere yung
Yeah, that's
pagka-family sa ibang ano.
Mahalata naman.
Mahalata.
Oo.
Yeah. So, for you, priority, family.
Yeah, family
and you
pa
treat
rin.
work
And then
and the people you work
the
with
business.
as family.
Third is advocacy.
Okay.
Advocacy. Kasi we have limited time dito sa mundo and we've been praying. I've been praying to God na ano ba yung purpose mo in my life and through my life. And my prayer is, help me accomplish the purpose you have in me and through me. So it's still advocacy. Ano bang gusto mong impact na iwanan? Ano bang legacy ang gusto mong iwanan?
Right.
When it's your time na to join.
And for you, that is?
Well, as of this time, women economic empowerment. That's one. And second one is job generation. Job creation.
Yeah. Of course, I think you're able to say that because you're like successful and a bit like, I'm not saying you don't need money, no? But practicality-wise, how much of people can actually pursue advocacy? Practicality-wise, like Because lari ako, I want to have an advocacy, but to be honest, practicality, I need to provide for my family.
I've been doing business for the past 32 years. And kung tinanong mo ko, 30 years ago, ang advocacy is not on my top priority.
So it's a stage in life that you're in.
Exactly.
Okay.
So nung nakita ko na okay, may foundation ng negosyo, may mga taong na-develop na-equip na to take good care of the business, then okay, what's next? Advocacy.
Are you able to say, like, I think for me personally also, I know a lot of people who are good with advocacy. No? They are mixing business with advocacy. Are you gonna say, like, there's money in it?
Sa advocacy, you need money. Para
So baliktad, you need money to be able to do an advocacy.
Oo, kasi when you say advocacy, dapat may action.
Because I think sometimes, like, pwedeng makita yung advocacy as like something that like collects money tapos to give to a cause.
Hindi yun
something
true
that
advocacy.
Okay.
Hindi yung totoong advocacy.
So talagang hindi dapat hindi mo siya talaga pag may advocacy, hindi mo siya dapat talaga tingnan as something that you can earn from.
Of course not.
Wow.
Kaya yung mga iba, di ba, they set up foundation.
Yeah.
Di ba? Because they earn money out of the advocacy.
Yeah.
Or CSR that they're doing. Well, I know a lot of people, I know a lot of organizations making money out of the advocacy that they're doing.
Okay.
But, depende. Depende sa objective mo. Depende sa heart mo.
Yeah.
Depende sa motibo mo. At depende sa gusto mong impact, as I said, na iwanan as your legacy.
So those are the priorities that you have right now.
Yes.
And I think we talked about it in our previous episode na family, like you mentioned something about may mga regrets ka when you were starting your business with family.
Yeah, time for my son, only child, and yet because I was so busy sa career and then business at the same time, kulang na kulang yung time ko with him. And parang hindi ko siya nakita talaga na, I mean, I didn't get to play with him na tipong dadali mo siya sa park, maglalaro kayo, and all. Yun ang mga regrets ko. Kulang yung time, the time.
How do you think that affected him growing up?
I really thank God na his ate, yung nag-alaga sa kanya while I was busy. Siya yung nagpalaki sa kanya na, well, di ba? Parang naiiyak ako kapag naaalala ko yun. Na tipong kahit na gustong-gusto niyang maligo sa ulan outside of the house kapag umuulan, tatawag pa sila sa akin dahil nasa probinsya ako kung pwede daw siyang maligo sa ulan. And then mag-return call ako after few hours, wala nang ulan. Mga tipong ganon. So yun yung mga na-miss ko sa buhay niya na hindi siya masyadong nag-enjoy with me around.
And I know now you're very much present in his life.
Yes.
And I think he's part of the company already now.
He's very much involved in the business. In fact, bakit ko nagagawa rin yung mga ibang advokasya ko is because alam ko na nandyan siya. And together with my pamangkin and other mga professionals na kasama namin na mga managers in the business.
Do you think like all of those years na miss out mo, was it all worth it?
Well, I could say na yes, dahil I was able to send him to reputable schools dahil kumita ako. But at the same time, as I said, I missed a lot then sa kanyang paglaki.
And this is a reality of doing business.
Exactly.
Why?
That's the sacrifice.
Yeah. Is it a required sacrifice for all? What do you think?
Well, sa pagnenegosyo kasi, it would take too much of your time. Time and time and time talaga. Kailangan ng focus.
Yeah.
Kailangan ng, as I said, 100% attention. Kasi kapag may na-miss ka, pwedeng mawala. And it's so hard to set up a business.
Pag may na-miss ka sa business.
Sa business, that's right.
And it's, talaga siya no? Parang pinapalago, binibigyan ng oras.
Parang baby rin yan. Parang pagpapalaki rin ng anak. Dapat nakatuon ka talaga. As in, tutok ka.
It sounds like no?
Dahil
Parang,
maraming umaasa sa'yo.
Kaya nga parang ngayon, medyo hindi ako na-encourage mag-business pag ganyan. What is the upside to all of this? What is like a pro naman? These are like feeling mo parang it sounds like cons.
Well, basically, bakit ka nagtatrabaho para sa iba? Dahil you want to earn money. And hindi mo mapapakain ng pamilya mo kung wala kang trabaho dahil wala kang sweldo. Right? Pero yun nga, kapag nagnegosyo ka, yun ang isa.
Yeah.
Kasi at your own pace at kung gaano ka kasipag, kung gaano karaming oras ang binibigay mo sa business mo, yun din ang pwede mong ma-reap later on.
Yeah.
What you sow, you reap, right? Yeah. So there is a reward, financial reward later on sa pagninegosyo. Pero at the same time, as I said, may mga sacrifices ka.
Right. And I think what I'm hearing from you now is more of you have to be careful lang din.
That's right.
That
and
the business eats
learn
you
how
up.
to balance.
Yes. Na makaligtas like you. You're a very successful businesswoman now. And you're really blessed na your son is working with you now.
Yes, that's
but there is a tendency minsan as a businesswoman, a businessman, may mga times na pwedeng nami-miss out mo yung
at saka
mga
pwedeng
parts
mapariwara ang mga anak, di ba?
Yes.
Kung hindi mo natututukan.
Yeah.
So yun yung risk.
That's a lesson also.
And risk.
Yeah.
It's all by the grace of God talaga.
It is. The Lord puts people in our lives who helps
And sometimes,
us.
I even ask my son, do you resent me? Or did you resent me
Okay.
while growing up?
Yeah.
Sabi naman niya sa akin, hindi. Kaya napaka-blessed ko siguro to have Ate Tess sa buhay namin.
Oo
talaga.
nga, Ate Tess.
And my mother-in-law also. Tumulong din siya.
I was gonna ask you, I have a lot of passions also. I'm naturally a hobbyist.
And creative.
I'm a creative pala.
Yeah.
I do love shooting videos. I do
Directing
love directing
shows.
events, shows. I am into coffee. So I've always like had this like passion for coffee.
So barista ka rin at the same time.
Ako home barista ako.
Okay.
Pero ang question ko nga when do you turn a passion or a hobby into a business? Or is that something that
You know what? One of the requirements when you put up a business is dapat yung gustong-gusto mo. That's a factor.
The problem with me, when I start turning my hobby or passion into a business or work, nawawalan ako ng gana. Normal ba yun? Parang nagiging trabaho siya for me.
May burden na.
Oo, parang hindi na siya enjoyable for
So
me.
hindi yung passion.
Hindi siya passion,
Hindi
ganun.
siya
Hobby lang talaga siya.
Hobby lang talaga.
Okay.
Kasi kung minsan pagkakasawaan mo di ba yung hobby?
Yes.
For example, when you play basketball, you're playing basketball now, baka bukas tennis ka naman.
Yes,
Kasi
actually.
nagsawa ka sa basketball,
Yes.
di ba?
So iba ang passion sa hobby.
Para sa akin,
How
iba.
how do you differentiate?
Passion kasi is yung gusto mong gawin. And timeless yan. Di ba? At saka, pwede mong sabihin na, okay, because I love what I'm doing. This is my interest. Where my interest is. Gagawin ko to for the rest of my life.
You can do it kahit hindi ka bayaran.
Kahit may joy.
May joy.
At yung joy na yon, regardless kumikita ka man or hindi, you would keep doing it.
That's good, no? That's a good differentiation, no? Hindi lahat ng hobby mo pwede mo gawing negosyo. Pero yung passion mo, if pwede mo gawing negosyo.
Pwede siyang starting point.
Pwede siyang starting point. What was yours?
Ako, ano ba? I love talking to people.
Okay, maano ka talaga,
So, sa sales
matao.
ako napunta.
Sa sales. So,
Oo.
very, mahilig ka sa tao.
I love talking to people.
Okay, naging manpower din.
Tsaka gusto kong matuto from other people. And I love interviewing people.
Okay.
Dahil gusto kong matuto.
And you worked in radio at some point?
Yes. Oo. As a DJ. Kathy G, that was my name before. Yan ang pangalan ko on air.
So it's really your passion to interview, to talk to people,
Yes,
to
because
make
I wanted to
conversations.
learn. And even until now, I love talking to people. I love asking questions. Dahil gusto kong matuto.
Right.
Gusto ko pang mag-grow professionally and personally.
Right.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm learning also because I think that's why parang hindi ko masyado masagot na madali yung priorities and passion. Kasi like, right now, I feel like I'm trying to figure out what I'm really passionate about. Hindi ko alam. Kasi nga, minsan parang nawawalan ako ng gana pag ginawa ko na siyang mapagkakakitaan. So,
Pero alam mo kung minsan, ililid ka na lang doon Kung ano yung gustong-gusto mong gawin, ililid ka na lang doon sa pwede mo palang pagkakitaan. Kasi ako before, I was, nasa radio ako before, and then I made a commercial material for a client, and yung manager noon of that company rejected that material na ginawa ko. And then sabi ko doon sa aming sales executive, I wanna go there. At ako mag-explain sa kanya na yung ginawa ko is good. Alam mo yun, na magagamit nila. And then, when I was able to convince him, sabi niya sa akin, why don't you try sales? And then there, sabi ko, meron ba kayong bakante? Sabi niya, why not try? Hindi niya sinabi ko may bakante, why not try? So I went to Manila, I applied.
That's how you got in.
Exactly. And then, napunta ako sa sales.
That's what you meant by sometimes ililid ka na
I
lang
would
talaga
lead
dun
you.
sa path na yun.
That's right.
And it worked out.
Yeah.
Last topic for today, it's practicality. Okay, so what does practicality mean when it comes to doing business, when it comes to working? Like, for example, me, to be honest, like, to be hired is more practical than to do something that's risky right now, especially I have a family. So to be an employee is more practical for me. What are your thoughts on that one?
Yeah, because when you're employed, for example,
Yeah.
di ba, you have a fixed income,
Yes,
right?
yes.
So, practical ka, right? So, kumbaga, parang sigurado ka sa ginagawa mo. Meron akong, may something in return. Okay? But yung passion, it's passion versus practicality, right? So, passion kung minsan, okay, just for the sake of doing this, because I love doing this, even
Yes.
without financial reward
Yes.
or walang compensation in terms of pera. Purely passion yun. Pero kung pwede mo siyang i-convert into a negosyo para merong something na maiuwi mo sa pamilya mo.
But practically speaking, how long are the returns?
Well, honestly, when I put up the company, 10 years, wala. As
Wow.
in, wala. Because one is, I was not hands-on sa negosyo. Because I was employed. Kailangan ko ng pera, kailangan ko ng sweldo during that time while may negosyo in parallel dun sa trabaho ko. So, kailangan kong merong pang-sustain sa negosyo. So, pinabayaan ko lang siya. Okay, nandiyan pa rin ako, pinagtsatsagaan ko i-market, pagtsatsagaan ko nakikipag-usap sa mga possible clients. Until I made the decision na okay, it's about time siguro to take over the business and then I'll go full-time. So, that's when it started na pumick up na siya. So, there's a risk.
There is a risk.
Yeah.
But practical advice naman. So what are ways para ma-sustain mo yung negosyo nga?
As long as meron kang focus, meron kang time na ilalaan mo talaga sa pagninegosyo. Because that is so important. Yung attention, yung focus, at yung determinasyon.
I think that's it. For today, I think we learned a lot about priorities. I learned a lot starting the business and how the risks of doing a business.
Yeah.
We talked about passion and the
Practicality.
difference, practicality, the difference of passion and hobby and how your passion can be turned into a business, and of course practicality, which is very important I think for a lot of people. Diyan talaga nagkakataloon, like, am I gonna jump in or am I gonna that's what keeps people from taking that risk. So I learned a lot today.
And this is only the second episode,
Yes.
Brian.
Yes.
Sa mga upcoming episodes natin, we would have guests na.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Na marami pa tayong pag-uusapan.
Yeah, and so actually, if you have seen this episode or if you have seen any of our reels or TikToks, we invite you to ask questions also that we can actually discuss in the future about business, about life, about working in general.
And they could even suggest topics
Yes,
na pwede
yes.
nating pag-usapan.
Anything that is beyond business.
Business.
Thank you for watching and listening. This is Beyond Business.
By negoSHEnte, where we discuss negosyo, buhay, and everything in between. Dahil pag may negosyo, may trabaho.
At pag may trabaho, may kwento.